All right, cherished viewers, thank you very much for staying with us once again and joining us on this channel, Sports 7GH. In this particular video, we are going to reveal to you why Felix Afena Gyan has rejected a call-up to Ghana national team. It's very surprising that a young talented Ghanaian player has rejected a call-up to the Ghana national team over there. Now, we are going to give you a chronology of how things happened with evidence, how Felix Afena Gyan came to play for Ghana and the sacrifices he had to make to play for Ghana and all of that, and the relationship he has with the Ghana Football Association currently. We are going to give you all of that in this particular video, and I'm sure that by the end of the video all of us will understand why he rejected the call-up to a Ghanaian national team over there. Please do well to subscribe to the channel for a lot more fantastic update, exclusive content, videos and everything, Black Stars updates, Ghana football updates, videos, exclusive highlights and everything. Subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell and select all. Do well to leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. So Felix Afena Gyan is basically a talented Ghanaian player who moved straight from Ghana to Italy to play for Roma under 19. Yes, he moved straight from Ghana. In fact, from Ghana, he didn't play any Ghanaian Premier League club or something, no, just some lower tier footballs. Okay, he just moved from Ghana to Roma under 19 because he was a talented and gifted player. He went to the Roma under 19 and was scoring goals for fun. So the coach of Roma's senior team, Jose Mourinho, the legendary Jose Mourinho, actually invited him to be part of the senior team of Roma to play for them. So he was doing extremely well with Roma at the time. In fact, in one of the Serie A games, that was Roma versus Genoa, he scored 2 goals, a brace, to give Roma the win over Genoa, and that is when his name started to blow up at the senior level of the Roma team. And Jose Mourinho consistently showed how interested he is in this particular player. You know, Jose Mourinho has always been a fan of African players, and so he loved him. In fact, there was a time he appreciated him with some $1,000 shoe for a wonderful performance Felix Afena Gyan gave. So Jose Mourinho actually loved him. Now, before the 2021 Afcon, Ghana Black Stars wanted to invite Felix Afena Gyan because of the numerous goals he was scoring at the under 19 level, and then when he came to the senior Roma level too, he was proving that indeed he's a good striker and a good goal scorer. And at the time, we didn't have enough strikers to prove a point for the Black Stars, and so the Black Stars needed him. But he rejected the call-up to join the senior national team, the Black Stars, stating the reason that he's not ready yet for the Black Stars. He just got promoted to the Roma under Roma senior team, and he's doing well. He has to settle in it. He has to grow to become a better player. He has a lot more to learn from Jose Mourinho and all of that, and so he doesn't think it was the right time to join the Black Stars. So he rejected the call-up prior to the 2021 World Cup. That was for the Black Stars. Now, after the 2021 World Cup, Black Stars performed very abysmally. Now we had to play the FIFA World Cup qualifiers versus Nigeria. In fact, even before the Nigerian game, during the qualifiers, during the FIFA World Cup qualifiers, the group stages, he also had a call-up and then he rejected it again. So when Otuado was appointed as the substantive coach of the senior national team, the Black Stars, to qualify Ghana for the World Cup 2022, which we were playing versus Nigeria. In fact, Otuado himself, the head coach of the Black Stars, walked to Jose Mourinho and Felix Afena Gyan, sat them down, showed his plan for Felix Afena Gyan to succeed and thrive at the Black Stars and at the senior national team. And so Jose Mourinho was convinced by how Otuado did everything, presented everything to him, and so he agreed that Felix Afena Gyan should join the Black Stars for the World Cup qualifiers. Now, this picture you are seeing is actually when Otuado met the two, Jose Mourinho and Afena Gyan, in Netherlands when they were about to play Vitesse Arnhem in the Europa Conference League round of 16. Yes, and that was when he met them in Netherlands. Now, Felix Afena Gyan has never been a fan of joining the Black Stars or joining any national team because he thought that he was a young player. He need time to develop and learn. Now, he was convinced to join the Black Stars for the World Cup qualifiers, and he played very well. Everybody saw that. At least as young as he was, he gave what he could. He gave his best, and a lot of Ghanaians were impressed with his performance. Fast forward, we qualified for the World Cup, and then he was omitted from the squad. His omission somehow somebody will say is justified, but I'm sure where the player was very pained is that it was the same coach who convinced him to come to the Black Stars. He was the same coach sending the Black Stars to the World Cup. So if anybody will lose hope in me, it is not you, the coach, who came to me, who came to my manager Jose Mourinho to convince me to play for the senior national team, the Black Stars, and to play for Ghana. So he was very peeved that he didn't make the Black Stars squad to the 2022 World Cup because he thought that was the time he was going to he was actually going to prove himself as the Black Stars as a top quality player. Now, what call-up has he rejected currently as I'm speaking to you? He has rejected a call-up to the under 23 team for Ghana. You know, the under 23 Black Stars, the Black Meteors, will also be playing African Cup of Nations qualifiers versus Algeria, and coach Ibrahim Tanko decided to call some talented young players abroad who are under 23 players like Fatau Ishaku, like Ernest Nyama, like Zubeiru Ibrahim, including this particular player Felix Afena Gyan. But look, Felix Afena Gyan's call-up actually came late, later than all these players I'm mentioning. So after calling these players, there was the buzz that why is Felix Afena Gyan not part of the under 23 call-up and all of that, and then he was given the late call-up. And the news is that Felix Afena Gyan has rejected that particular call-up, saying that he's not ready to play for Black Stars or for Ghana, because that's not Black, that is Black Meteors. So that is how everything has happened. The player was peeved that he didn't get the work, and you know that he actually lost his position at Roma. In fact, he moved to US Cremonese because he wanted to get a lot of playing time so that Coach Otuado can send him to the 2022 World Cup. Can you get the picture very well? Now, if not for the Black Stars, maybe I would have stayed at Roma. I would have had the patience for Mourinho to develop me into a top player. But because I wanted to play at the World Cup, have some minutes at the World Cup, and develop my career, I moved from Roma to US Cremonese and the Italian Serie A. And at that place too, I wasn't playing. And so you decided to drop me from the World Cup squad. Now I am stuck at US Cremonese. I am not getting playing time. I am not doing well as a player. And then you want to call me for under 23 again because you think that my services are needed. So clearly this is the reason why Felix Afena Gyan has decided not to play for the Ghana under 23 team. Now, is he justified or not? Maybe if you are within the circles of the player, you say that he's justified. But for me, I think that if he's angry, he should channel that particular anger to himself. Because look, if you went to US Cremonese anywhere playing day in, day out, nobody would have dropped you from the World Cup squad. And that's the point. You went to a lower tier side and you couldn't even command first 11, let alone scoring goals like you were doing in Roma when you first came. So that should where he should channel his energy to, and not to the fact that Ghana has been ungrateful to him or that. Because the Black Stars or the Ghana team is always for players who are playing very well and doing very well. If you are not doing well, you don't expect to be given that particular chance to play for not any other team like the Black Stars. You get a point at the World Cup. The World Cup is a serious business, and so Felix Afena Gyan should relax, and let's hope that things will turn around for him, and he will be part of the Black Stars, will be part of our national teams in the subsequent years to come. So that's how things went over there. Thank you very much for staying with us on this channel, Sports 7GH. Do well to subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit the notification bell, and select all. Leave your thoughts and comments below in the comment section if you have any. It's always a pleasure to have you join us. Definitely, I'll see you in the next updates. Bye bye.